Ah, greetings. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. Some unfortunate news, though. Well, okay, first off, I was rather sick lately. Feeling a lot better now, but I may still be a little stuffy here and there, so apologies for that. And also apologies for the constant mic popping that tends to happen. That's automatic. I don't know what causes that, but anyway, unfortunate. Monk, Crit Monk. I've thrown about 400 shards at this in respec potions to try to figure out how to make this work. Everything I've tried has not uh, worked out. Well, okay, well, one kind of did. But no, I tried going back to this, the glass cannon, but with way more dexterity instead of strength. And I went Bard because the extra bit of attack and crit and heal power that you get from the Bard 25 passive would definitely help because Monk does not have as much attack. Well, I guess it has more than some. But yes, I went back to Crit Hybrid before, and it was still struggling pretty bad. This character is 95 or over 95 now. It shouldn't really be struggling to get past Rune 12, because that is how I gauge characters in terms of performance. Is Grand Dungeon performance, and I know some paths are more suited for a Grand Dungeon, like a long dungeon, but every one of my characters with varying paths, like the tanky path, a healer path, even a crit hybrid path, they've all kind of had the same sort of performance if they, about the same. 95 should be getting past Rune 12. That has not been the case as there lately, I should say. So I respect and tried again, and this one is faring even worse. Now, I have said before that Ox awareness, I always mention it in every monk video. I probably should stop. But I don't think the old Ox awareness would help because it's not really a monk problem. It's more of a crit problem. And trying to make a crit build work on monk is a little difficult. Now you may think, oh, it has evasion. Dexterity gives evasion. Dexterity also gives crits. But it seems that evasion does not really matter. If you'll note, I guess this gear isn't really evasive, but what good is evading if you can't kill anything, right? Oh, excuse me. But my other two monks, the warrior monk and I believe you can see it here. Yeah, the warrior monk and the mixed passive monk have no dexterity, and they do fine. Well, okay, I guess warrior monk still gets the job done, even though it's a little shaky. Uh, but yeah, you don't really need dexterity because evasion is not very good in this game. The main issue is it takes a lot of evasion to get, just 5%. That's 100. Getting 100 evasion on gear, I guess I could see it here, is rather difficult. There's 25 on the spear there. I believe the gold foil belt that gives like 45. I guess that is an exception, but if all of your gear has evasion, you're not going to have much for other things. Now, some good pieces do just have evasion tacked on. I don't have any examples on this character because this character has been difficult to say the least. But yeah, I tried to make it work, and yeah, I might just have to go just bite the bullet and uh get rid of this monk. Make it something else that would fit in the House of Damage Dealers. I've had my eye on Crit Necromancer because I've never really made a Crit Necromancer, despite it being a crit oriented kind of path. And well, not only that, I only have 2 Necromancers, but I have 3 monks, and I like Necromancer more than monk these days. So yeah, I need to change that. But no, oh, whatchamacallit. Oh, right, right. Uh, Not working well. Though I have theorized that if I had, like, just a whole bunch of strength and a lot less dexterity, that would pose another issue of critting and evading. But if I had a lot of strength, I wouldn't need to crit to do good damage. But do keep in mind, 1,000 attack on its own is not a lot. You would want some of these multipliers here to help you out with your damage, because the powers are multipliers. And I have characters that have 1,000 attack and no multipliers, and I guess it's okay, but I wouldn't call it a damage dealer, you know. But yeah, I guess we'll show. Also, this room 12 here, I did that with the Ged build, the 50 rogue and 50 warrior. I guess 40 warrior because this character isn't 100 yet. I did that with that build, and I got lucky. I got really lucky to get to room 12. Mm. Although I will say, if the old Oxywarnis was around, the old one, the Ged build, which is this fine fellow over here, the Ged build would actually work rather well because, you have a lot of extra defense, and regen would really help with that. Because sometimes you can't even lifesteal that well off of enemies. So you could rely on Oxywarnis to heal you up. Oh, okay, excuse me. There's something that's going on. Give me 2 seconds. All right, well, apologies. But now let's get in here and be traumatized. One Depuff is a good starting candidate. Now, one benefit to having this much dexterity on a rogue is, you have a lot of agility. Ooh, that's another issue. I don't have a lot of earth skills, too. But yeah, agility is nice. Although it doesn't always work. Sometimes I do tend to outspeed Stormy Eyes, which is kind of awesome. But Stormy Eyes have a secondary measure, evasion, as it is. And yeah, poor rogues. So many things to get lucky on. But yeah, and because this is monk, you would kind of want to use water. And water isn't the best crit gear in the game, I'd say. I believe it's Earth that has that moniker, but I mean, strangely enough, because Earth tends to be for warriors and mages, or not mages, but I guess mages. But air tends to be for rogues. But the best rogue gear is Earth, or at least weapon. Anyway, and hat. Oh well. But monk is like water, cause mucky cloud and all that. Though I guess it's not really needed. I guess you could get water elsewhere. Water power elsewhere. But yeah. Let me reduce your crit, sir, so you don't hurt me so much. Because I am frail. And yes, despite 300 evasion, which is 15% chance to evade, on top of the base chance, which is an undisclosed. Is that how you say that? Yeah, good enough. It's essentially a hidden number, a hidden amount of evasion that everyone gets. And then with these evasion buffs, I still have a hard time evading, like consistently. Even with lucky, it's not doing well. Okay, another issue with this new Ox awareness. Oh, nice, an evasion. It doesn't do damage, and you kind of have to. Well, if you use it, you're gonna get hit for free, or you'll evade. But that doesn't really do anything because it's just no one got hit by anything, and it's just a wasted turn. Now, of course, the argument could be that, oh, you have lucky for 2 turns. It's like, yeah, I guess that's true, but guess what that means? That means it's a 2-turn buff. I don't like 2-turn buffs. I really don't. Which I know is a bit hypocritical because I like Necromancer, and Necromancer has a 2-turn buff, but it doesn't need that 2-turn buff to be up to do good damage because its final passive adds more damage. And also, it's Mage. Mage has a pretty good time damaging enemies, as it were. But yeah, as you can see, not faring too well. Not healing too well either. Jeez. Yeah. So, like, what would I do here? Like, yeah, I could sneak attack it and slash it down. I guess I did evade there. But that's not healing. Yeah, these physical tanky enemies like Firewind Shield, Rocky Pebble, and I guess a bit of Buggy Chubby. Alright, apologies. I'm doing something else over here. Or maintaining something else over here, but yeah, you can't really heal up, now can you? Of course, I could use a Song of Storms, I guess, but that doesn't do damage. Yeah. I think... Oh. Oh, that's strange. I think the main issue is I'm trying to make a glass cannon work in this game. Glass cannons don't work in this game. Like, maybe... unfortunate. Maybe, like, Berserker. If you went all out on Berserker, you can kind of make that work because it has a lot of health. Or, well, this amount of health. It's a warrior. Health is a nice stand-in for your durability. You know, like Berserker also has a lot of physical defense. That's already one damage type taken care of. Or it has access to a lot of physical defense. It's got no magic defense, but the health will make up for that, and it has Vibrating Shield. You know. I mean, I guess Glass Cannon Necromancer would be kind of hard. But it's not hard to get a little bit of defense. Also, it has heals. Apologies if you hear anything in the background. Oh, God. Yeah, it's a little... What was it? Oh, yeah, the Glass Cannon Necromancer. I guess that would be kind of hard, too, because you would not have as much, and you would have no agility on top of that. But Necromancer is not a crit path, so it won't be hard to just build defense on it. But No, I'm theorizing, rambling. I tried. I tried my best, but I think I just need to just call quits. Quit while I'm ahead and move this to something else. Sad to say, but it happens, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess I did try high strength. I did the first glass cannon build I tried had like 80 or so strength. That's pretty close to 100. That's not too far off. It's not a hard time though. Uh, but yeah, apologies. This is the only character that has failed. Even the Universalist, which is not that good of a build, I will admit. It still works because there's a lot going forward. It has heals, it has defenses, it's even got a bit of crit power. It's got all three paths in there. It works, kind of. This monk is the only build that I've made that doesn't work. I mean, I guess I did try Glass Cannon Assassin back in the day, and that didn't really work either, but look, I tried. But anyway, enough, enough apologizing. It is what it is, and I guess I'll see you around.